Hey, Stannies and Stannies, or Fannies, Woodies, Fannies.
Dancies.
Romances. It's Valentine's Day here. We have Doug Stanhope on the podcast. We're very excited about this. He's incredible. We love our Dougie. Here's the thing. Dougie and Annie both have something in common. We're fresh. We got fresh mouths. And YouTube has now just come out with a new rule where you can't say the F's. We're going to have a lot of bleeps in this one. So don't be mad at us. We got to get in the alg.
And then maybe there'll be the uncensored version on a Patreon.
Yes,
or
we're working on the Patreon, getting that. So then if you do want to listen to it without the bleeps, you can go to Patreon. But guys, we're trying to get this out there. We love our podcast. I'm so proud of it. I think it's so funny and so cool and so interesting, obviously to me. But I'm really I feel very self-expressed and I love it so much. And I would love many people to see it. So we do have to follow these rules. So there's going to be some fart noises and some bleeps. Guys, we're not happy about it. We don't love it. We wish we could just speak and spray our words. But here we are. And we're very excited about this episode. It was really cool. Stanhope flew straight in right to his helicopter, landed on the roof of our studio. We love Doug. He's one of my little kindreds. I love him so much. And I think you guys are going to very much enjoy this podcast. He's my special guy. First, AnnieWood tour is just blowing up. We can say all the words we want there, okay? We can say our bads. We can be just ourselves and let the F words fly. So come see us live. You can see me at the Washington, D.C. Comedy Loft, February 24th and 25th. I'll be in Seattle, Washington, March 10th and 11th. I'll be in Tampa, Florida, March 17th and 18th. And following weekend, we just added a date in Greensboro, North Carolina. I'm so excited about that. We'll then be in Toronto, April 20th, 21st, and 22nd. We'll be in Raleigh, North Carolina, May 12th and 13th. Salt Lake City in June. Calgary, Canada, in August. A lot more to come. So many more dates. So go to AnnieLederman.com/shows. We got merch. We got cute stuff. Way more merch coming. Have a drop soon.
Cool thing.
It's going to be very cool. I'm sorry that we have bleeps, but
we got to get funny. It out there. It's still the funniest.
It's the funniest
episode you'll ever see.
It's episode 15. We love Doug Stanhope. He's everything. I'm glad he's my friend.
Oh.
And now yours.
All right.
Welcome to AnnieWood.
Okay. Hello, Insannies. Hello, Stannies. Hello. We're trying to come up with the right name for them.
Oh yeah, your fans.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Stanwoods you
the
said
Stanwoods.
On one of your podcasts.
The Stanwoods.
Yeah, I liked it.
Not to be
not like Stanhopians.
Not Stanhopians. Is that what you call yours?
No, but I thought about it. But I don't really know what a stan means. Is that like a fan or a copycat?
I think it's from Eminem's.
I know it's from
Eminem's
Eminem,
thing?
but I have no idea why.
It was that song. Remember, he was like, that song. It's like, Dear Slim, I wrote you and you didn't write me back. You know that song?
Yeah, I guess
his name
it's
was
kind of
Stan,
like negative.
And it's about like a fan that was like so crazy in love with him and he ended up like killing his wife.
I know it's part of the new vernacular, which I don't talk to people that age.
Yeah,
I know.
But if you think about it, it's a new vernacular taken from an older time because have you seen Eminem's like dyed beard?
No.
It's weird.
No, Eminem is new to me.
Eminem is he's washed up, he's old.
I was the last album I remember buying was Pearl Jam 10.
Okay.
And that I felt like I was too old for
now,
in my 30s.
Now you did say album, so that is a hint.
Whatever. It was a CD. Would that date me any less?
Eminem's daughter.
An album still works.
Eminem's daughter has an OnlyFans. No, I don't know if she does, but she could legally have one. And we could all watch her herself if she wanted to. I don't think she does, but everything.
Yeah,
do you want to get rid of this tension? Should we talk about what happened to you today?
No,
What's
it's
been
still
done
happening.
to you? It's horrible.
I just flew from Tucson. It's an hour.
It's a quick flight. It's a quick
it's
flight.
an hour
it's
and 10 minutes or something.
It's nothing.
And I was going to just bring my bag, carry on.
Yeah.
And I'm like, then fuck it, I'll check it. Because I don't like to lift things.
Yeah.
Into an overhead. And
it's annoying.
And then
it's humiliating.
That plane doesn't have overhead for a regular size bag. It's a tiny plane. And then, so then they gate check it for you, which that's fine. because you don't have to wait at baggage claim. They lost my bag, and they didn't just lose it. They know where it is. They sent it to Salt Lake City. And I go, why would they do that? Well, maybe the lady was like, I don't know which sitcom. I don't know if it was the Jeffersons or the other one, Sanford and Son, one of those, where the old lady with the wig, she's an old black lady that didn't seem like she was really trained to be there. And maybe she just got dropped off as a silver alert. And, well, maybe the plane was overweight and they had to divert your bag. I go, wait, you can just send my bag wherever you want? I was early to the flight.
That's never happened. It's never happened. I mean, they've lost my bag, but they have to bring it back to you. But it's always like, I need all your toothbrush, your shit, everything.
All my booze was in it. Thank God Brian Hennigan had vodka with him.
We would have gotten you alcohol.
I know, but
I don't want you shaking up on my set. Just smacking everything around.
I had 4 cocktails, 2 pre-flight and 2 on the flight, because I know Hennigan's driving me, and he drives like Mr. Magoo, and it's terrifying. So
now for the fans, Mr. Magoo, he was popular a little bit before Eminem. No, but okay, so this is Doug Stanhope. If you guys don't know who Doug Stanhope is, he's a comic.
Yeah, if you don't know who I am, it's peer pressure.
Yeah. Okay.
That's funny.
You know what you do? Okay, so you listen to are you bringing comics on the road anymore, or are you just doing Stanhope?
I have not been for the last, I don't know, half a year. I can't tell time anymore.
It's been probably half a year. I
stopped using
think,
openers, and it just changed the dynamic so much.
And you like it?
Yeah.
Okay.
To just go out cold.
Yeah. Yeah, and then but do you feel like you have to do some finessing in the beginning?
I always do anyway.
Yeah.
I think an opener kind of ruins that.
Yeah, because then you have to deal with, because you were listening in on the sets before you because you wanted to make sure you like acknowledged if there was any sort of crossover or anything.
Yeah. Yeah, with you especially. Like, I know we're going to touch on the same subjects. And the worst, especially on the road where you're like, all right, I'll let a couple, 3 local comics go up.
Yeah.
And then you try to listen to them so you can call back to them if you can and let them know that you watch his set. But the other one will always talk to you while his friend's on, because they're bored with each other's comedy. They see it all the time. And I watched your special. I'm like, I'm trying to listen to your friend, and your friend is going to do this to you. And then you look like a dick.
But then,
like, that guy, I tried to talk to him, but he's a dick. No, I was trying to be professional and listen to you guys.
I don't let them talk to me till the second day. It's not to be mean. It's like,
is that in your contract?
No, I'm like, kind of. I'm like, close green room till the second day, because I'm like, I gotta like figure out this. I've never been here before. I'm figuring stuff out. It's like, because what they always do every single time is the host goes up, has whatever set they have, which does not matter to me. I do not care how my openers do. I hope they do well because I want them to be in a good mood. But it does not affect my set. I don't feel like it does. So then, but what always happens is...
even if someone blows me off the stage,
it doesn't matter.
I don't care. I'm playing to me.
Exactly.
Do I remember my jokes?
But what happened?
Did I get the new bit? I don't give
always in the meet and greet line, I'm like, guys, there was a joke I forgot. Does anybody want to hear it?
I have done that. I have done that a lot.
I go, I forgot to finish that.
I've done that at least 3 times on the last tour.
It's always my favorite one. It's always my favorite joke. I'm like, how did I forget that one? It's because I got distracted by something and cut it off. But so what always happens is the host will go up. They're so in their feelings about their set because it matters so much. And it's like, and if they're a fan of yours, it's even more of a big deal because they're so excited to be opening for you. So they're so nervous. So they go out, they have whatever set they have. They come back, they're like, crowd sucks. It's like, first of all, crowd doesn't suck. Crowd's fine, okay? You didn't do your job. If the crowd sucks, you f***ed up. And they'll be like, oh, I forgot to do this or that. And it's like, literally don't care. I really don't care.
They're doing exactly what you and me are doing at the merch booth. Oh my God, the tag. Remember when I stopped there? The whole point of that story. But they're doing that to you in the green room before you go out. But I ain't a meet and greet.
I'm not waiting in line for you. I'm about to go on. So during the set, they do that. Then later you'll hear the opener talk shit on your crowd again too. It's like, my crowd's good. I have a good audience. I don't know what you guys are talking about. So I never hear what's going on. I never know what's going on. Sometimes I'll catch tidbits, but it's always something that like, if it crosses over, I'm like, I'm just going to pretend I did not hear it. And I'm just going to power through. And if it's like, we had one opener who I love. You know, remember Nikki? Oh wait, you didn't go to the, I always think you're in the desert with us.
No.
Everyone's just
No.
talking about you.
That was my party.
That was your party that you left and then we came to.
I did the sun dance, and that's the slam dance, or
Yes.
however that worked.
Well, didn't
That's
you
Andy's party now, and Andy's a little bit more careless with the invites.
Yeah.
There was a
It's wild.
sanctity to that party,
Mhm.
and then Andy's just got anyone showing up,
There is a certain
tweeting it.
There's a couple people where I'm like, Andy, we can't allow these people to come.
Well, the last one was very chill. It was almost too
I assume
chill.
your audience knows all about this. You've
Okay,
talked about
so
it
yes, we
enough.
have there's a desert party that Stanhope started how many years ago?
2003 or 4.
We're not going to say what desert.
We did set.
If
yeah,
you can figure it
yeah,
out, you
we-
can figure it
well,
out. But
it's
if
a
I'm
big
there, show up, I'm
desert.
going to be very upset.
I have the Rand McNally Truckers Atlas. I call it the Bible. I've always traveled with it. GPS.
Yeah.
A Truckers Atlas. I don't know. I don't know if it's a man thing, but you can stare at maps all
man
day.
show. Sorry, I'm at the fucking man show. Should I be jumping up and down?
That town is not even on the Rand McNally Truckers Atlas. That's how. So yeah, if you can find it, all it would take is, hey, where was Doug Stanhope's Death Valley party on a Google search? Yeah, no, we've talked about
It's a
this
big
for
desert,
so
though.
many
Death
I
years.
know,
Valley's
but whatever.
big.
You're never going to know when. I'm never telling you, so you can't come. You're not invited, so if you come, you came, and it was bad. It was
yeah,
bad.
you do it off season occasionally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes they're like, it is cold.
But last time, so it was a very chill one with like everyone was cool and chill. And Annie was like, she was like, I think I need some drama.
I need
there needs
like
to be
one
someone to hate.
shithead. Like there's always one person that we're like, who the fuck invited this bitch? It happens every year. It's usually Andy. It's almost always Andy. It's like, Andy, why is this person here? And then you start to like, you start to
you
feel
were saying
bad.
it was Andy's always that one douchebag.
Andy
It's
throughout
his
the
party.
night has his moments, and then you're like, where is Andy? Usually it's the Coke. Where is that Andy? We miss him.
He usually has the Coke, but it's usually someone else's Coke.
And how did he get so much of
It
someone
was so
else's
fun.
Coke?
We were like, he had his like own cabin last time, and everyone was like, we're just gonna go say hi to Andy in his cabin real quick. And we would just go, okay.
I had him at my house once for whatever party, 4th of July, Super Bowl, whatever. And he kept going into my closet and coming out with a different suit on. And like, so I kept catching him like in my closet. Like he's like, how many of my? Oh, it turns out then I caught him with someone else. He was only doing the outfit changes as a reason to go into my bedroom, to go in the closet and do blow. Like, why do you have other people in my closet? Oh, you motherfucker.
Well, his body got back at him and gave him cancer. So he has suffered the consequences of those actions, hasn't he?
Oh my god.
But anyway, so
not
Andy kind of
enough.
took the party over, invited too many people to the point where you're like, I'm uncomfortable at my own party.
Well, he started, it was like a decade in between when they started redoing that party.
Mhm.
So,
And you've stopped even pretending you're coming.
yeah.
Like 2 years ago, I thought you might come, and then they were like, there's no hope.
Yeah, wasn't there a reason that didn't I bail out on it for maybe Skankfest? No, because that was a
Pandemic,
November.
I think you were probably faking.
No, I
the-
had something I was going to go, and at the last minute I said no, and you said, "Well, I'm only going because you're going."
Yeah, but then I fell in love with everyone. And
Yeah,
there
but
I
didn't you
am.
bail out last minute on one of them?
We almost bailed on
We
this
almost
one because
did.
we were gonna have to go to. I was supposed to do Cancun. You know how they always have some festival that's like gonna be a nightmare.
Yeah, I did
And
one.
it's always. Did you do Cabo?
You know what? No, it was Cancun, and
Okay.
it was for timeshare salesmen. It was really as bad as you'd expect, and it was at some disco in the round with a stage that turned in a discotheque, which I'm sure they probably still called it a discotheque in Cancun. But I do remember the one guy that ran it.
Disco
They're all
Lateca?
Americans. And he goes, yeah, I could never move back to the States because the corruption down here is so deep. I got a DUI on Christmas Eve, or I was driving drunk on Christmas Eve, completely blackout drunk. And I just handed him $50 and then I just went home. I could never go back and live.
No, you go to America, you'll never be able to go to Canada again. Yeah, no, when I was in I have a lot of friends from the Virgin Islands, from St. Croix. You need
Hang
another
on.
one?
Well, yeah, this is all ice. Hannigan,
Hannigan, stop hanging out with those strangers.
just grab the open club soda and that big jug of plastic jug vodka, and I'll
Hannigan,
keep it right here.
Did you meet our
I'll
neighbors?
always be branding. Thanks,
clap,
Todd.
clap, clap. And out we go, and out we go.
I'm not showing the brand because I want sponsorship.
It's Zima. Was Zima that color?
How old is Todd?
28.
Oh, Jesus.
Isn't that cute?
Yeah, I'm sure you told me this before, but.
Well, that's what I was going to say about our friends that always go on the desert party with us. I had them open. It's so fun to have them open, but she's 11 years older than him too. So when she goes up, she does all these, it's like this hits the same numbers.
Oh, see, you know what? I watched, you were talking to Dr. Drew on this very podcast, and you said, oh, so an 11-year difference between us. And I wasn't thinking, I was just assuming that meant he was older.
Yeah. Well, Asians don't crack.
I mean,
well, he hasn't had a chance.
Asians look young until they hit a certain point, and then they just look really
like
old.
300 years old.
Exactly.
Also, Todd is an Asian that can grow facial hair, so that means he's gonna have some fun when he gets older. There's gonna be some maybe some long danglies.
There's that the Asian guy from like Revenge of the Nerds that him and Booger are having a belching competition, and that's the Asian you turn into. The old wise man, go to the top of the mountain Asian.
Yeah. Now, are we ever going to get you back in the desert?
It's so hard to get there.
Is the thing is we don't invite Andy?
First of all, it's such a pain in the ass to get there.
Andy.
The worst drive,
is,
and I will drive for fun. I'll just leave for weeks and drive around the Mountain Time Zone, Northern Nevada for days. But the drive from between Phoenix and Vegas is the worst drive ever. And then you have to get through Vegas and then do all that circuitous shit to get to.
Yeah. Where do you think your bag is during that drive right now? There's just a bunch of suits. So you had a house fire and it didn't burn your suits. Did you like my little tweet about that?
No, I don't remember. There's a lot.
He was talking about. Oh yeah, that is funny for me to.
Oh, by the way, my feet are visible, and I'll take them off for the foot fetishers.
You want to show everyone?
Yeah.
How funny! Everyone's
no prude like that.
Well, everyone's like, Dr. Drew obviously has a foot fetish. That he goes, I don't know, a foot fetish. Let me see your feet.
That's exactly what I was thinking. And now I'm fascinated. Now I
was like, and because he's like promising me he's not one, I'm like, okay, like if my foot's just a foot, anyone can see it. If my foot is a vagina, you have to like take me out to dinner. You got to like get my socks off. Like I need to be like, you got to do a little foreplay with me before you're going to see him. But if someone says to me they're just feet, that's fine. Do you know what I mean?
No, he was like, those toes are long. He's like, they're white.
They're white feet. Porcelain skin. I was like, is that a thing people are into?
Yeah, and he was also at the same time saying he doesn't have any fetishes, which is creepier still.
That would be the fetish. A non-fetish fetish.
Yeah.
But foot fetish, I always say this, it's like, it's the greatest fetish to have before people knew about it. Cause it's like, no, it's just out. It's so readily available. You really have to like go to a place where they show pussy.
Hey, my eyes are up here.
No, I do that on stage sometimes. I didn't steal it from him. Like, sir, hello.
Don't worry, I'm not going to use it on stage.
No, I don't think you will, but I don't want people to, when they see me do it, go, oh my God, Doug Stanhope gave that to you. Is that so? Did you ever you dated comics, no?
One. I mean, seriously.
Yeah. What was his name?
Actually, I don't even think I've a lot of comics.
Yeah.
A few, maybe, probably. I don't know.
Probably.
My sexual history is always in that gray area of, because it always happens. All the mistakes or the ones that you're not going to remember happen at a certain hour. You don't fuck a comic after breakfast. So, but the one I dated for a while, it was, you don't make that mistake twice.
Was she starting to talk like you on stage and stuff?
Well, she was a new comic and she had a couple of really funny jokes as well as being cute.
Yeah.
So you looked at the two funny jokes she had as an opening act.
Yeah.
As an MC. And You go, oh, she's really funny. No, she only had 2 jokes, and one of them she stumbled into.
And they were perky.
But then in a relationship where it's,
Yeah.
do you think this is funny? And you're like,
Yeah, were you just ever? No, it really is. Like I've dated comics where it's like literally all we're doing. It's just all you do is jokes all day, and it's fine. I mean, it's fun, but then you have to fight over whose joke.
yeah, we never had that problem because she didn't. I was
the senior.
I was the headliner.
Yeah.
I guess I abused my power as a headliner.
Was it
against a
Junior?
lady-
Tell us now. Was it Junior?
No. This was years ago. Many years.
Junior is has beautiful, long, luscious female hair.
He's
You
got
drink enough.
greasy, stringy, dandruff-strewn hair.
Junior, I think you're beautiful.
I think you're beautiful too, with greasy, stringy.
You've never bathed. The thing about you is that you don't bathe, and that's so cool.
Yeah, no, he refuses to wear deodorant because he thinks there's poisons in it. He's one of those
It's so
people
disrespectful.
that's just such a the person that will drink fucking antifreeze to get high, but at the same time won't eat meat.
This is all qualities of like Annie's like high school boyfriends, by the way.
Is what?
All those qualities.
No.
Just like the Jordan
no.
Cavallano, like.
No.
He
I
doesn't
didn't
have
date
those
Jordan
qualities.
Cavallano. Wait.
He
Don't
has
bring-
qualities that you go,
Don't-
well, why would you do this but not do this? I'm using
Don't
bad
bring up
analogies.
Jordan Catalano like that. Like, it's not going to make me slide off my chair. Jordan Catalano was Jared Leto's character in a show that was very short-lived called My So-Called Life. And I showed it to Todd. And I don't have a crush on Jared Leto. I have a crush on this one specific character. He couldn't read.
He had the greasy hair. He couldn't read. He definitely didn't shower.
He was okay. He was a hot guy. And I think it's like why I dated stupid men for a long time. Like I was like, you can't read. Like, oh my God. And but so Todd, we watched the show and it's like the feelings are still there. It's like very weird.
I just want to say for the record, this
Is the brightest.
looks as bright on camera when I watch your podcast.
Yes.
It's
too bright.
I want to wear sunglasses to watch it.
Okay.
And it's even worse in here.
Todd,
Like, why
turn
wouldn't
it
you
down.
have bar lighting? Who needs to see?
It's girl lighting.
I'm getting it, and I'm 55. But Dr. Drew, he's ripped and he looks great for 64. But that clitoris of his neck that hangs down, you shouldn't be able to see that. You should have better lighting for
Darker?
Dr. Drew. Yeah, darker.
Darker lighting?
Have you watched your
No, it
fucking
needs to
podcast?
be blown out. It has to be more light. It has
Listen,
to,
there's two schools of thought. There's boy thought and there's girl thought, okay? Girl thought is we see nothing. We're light beings. Look how smooth our skin is. We're so young and light.
I
Guy
have
thought-
sunglasses in my bag.
Don't take this out on me, okay?
Unbelievable.
I would never
Do
have
you
lost
know
your
how
bag.
much I have stumped and pitched and given my life to Delta Airlines? Do you have any idea what I do? I'm just past 2 million miles. 2 million miles I've flown on Delta, Diamond repeatedly for years, for a decade at least.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
no.
you know
You sent
what?
your
They don't
bag
give
to
a shit
Salt
about
Lake
you.
City.
They don't give
Maybe
a
it's a little too heavy on that plane.
It's a one-sided relationship.
No, when
How do
Annie
you
was
find out?
laughing at you, I was like, don't laugh. How mad would you be?
I
if
would be
Annie
livid. I would like for
kill
my
someone?
friend to laugh, though.
But it's
If
the
I
point
call
is
him-
for the first time I was gonna bring that carry-on to be expedient and get on the plane, off the plane, but I was too lazy, so I took everything important out of my mother backpack and put it in a bag and checked it.
And did you learn a lesson here?
Yes, never go to LA. Never.
Here's the thing, though. You're used to being hot. You're dressed like, by the way, you look like a gender reveal. It's twins. It's trans. It's both.
God.
I looks cute.
Oh my.
Yeah, give me some money.
This is
You have to pay to be on this.
$2 bill?
Yeah. I've been dropping deuces for over a year.
He's
Well, I had
kinda
this
like-
lady
What you
come
got?
out.
You're working on jokes on the plane?
Yeah, I always write jokes on my boarding pass And then my
barf things?
napkins and shit, they're always the dumbest. I want to do a podcast that just has them.
That's a
And
great
I
idea.
save them all. But
Do you have some for us?
see, my reading glasses, I always squint and go, I can't read this, and then forget. Come on, where is it?
It sucks when I have to squint because Todd's Asian. It looks like I'm making fun of him.
Oh, here it is. No, that's about. Oh, the only way to test if vaping nicotine is dangerous is to blow it directly into an airplane toilet smoke detector. It's in here somewhere. I wrote down, I look like a gender reveal party.
You did?
I swear to God.
You did?
Yes,
I thought you
I
were
did.
mad at me. You're just mad that we have similar thoughts. That's annoying, isn't it? Isn't it disgusting? Isn't it disgusting?
Have you ever puked on a plane?
No. I puked on a bus in Mexico.
All right.
When
I
I was-
puked on a plane for the first time this last year. I was doing a crazy flight.
Your Australia thing?
No, it wasn't Australia. It was like I did, and I did it in coach to see if I was still a kid. I did Tucson, Atlanta to Johannesburg to Amsterdam and then back. Or maybe it was that one was to Amsterdam to Johannesburg, South Africa, and then back to Amsterdam and back.
For points or why?
Just I was bored.
You were just like, it's like instead of
I don't
letting
even need the points
letting
anymore.
travel, rather than letting travel own you, you're like, I'll own you travel.
Yeah, and I can do this for $2,200 or $1,900.
And do you spend any time in the places? or
No,
you just...
no, I don't leave airports. But the point is, I've never puked on the last leg. Was going back to Salt Lake, and then I missed my flight. But on that leg, I puked, and I like the whole time I'm like, no, this isn't happening. And I'd go to the bathroom, and I'd try to
you
shit.
got the
I was afraid of
sweats.
shitting and puking at the same
Right.
time, and then. Like right at the end, like before, after you could no longer go to the toilet, where like
Yes.
we're making our descent, and I puked, and this poor kid in the middle, she's
Oh, it's horrible.
sitting there. She's like,
Oh no.
sorry, sorry.
And she'd already seen you getting
The
up so
point
much.
is,
too.
when I was writing this stuff, because I
Wait,
ran
what
out of
weekend
room.
was that? Because
on-
maybe that was the same weekend I was doing ayahuasca and shitting and vomiting at the same time.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that. I have my favorite new bit is about ayahuasca, that shit you did. But the point is,
I do
The
currently.
point is, whatever I wrote all these notes on, I tore this off a barf bag, and I go, what if some poor is gonna puke in a bag just like me? And he apologizes to the seatmate, and it goes, oh shit, there's half of this is missing.
You should write in like
Why-
you should
I
write
can't
little
even-
notes in the bottom of them for people when they're puking. Like, hi, follow AnnieWood.
I think I've only seen one or two other people puke on a plane.
I don't think I've ever seen it. Honestly, I've seen people like maybe gearing up to, but I don't
I
think I've
puke
actually. Seen...
after plane flights sometimes.
Yeah, Todd has a plane.
I get
problem.
motion sickness. If
Isn't
I'm
that
like
cute?
if I'm like in the middle, like some of those planes have like the middle seats. Those get me.
Oh, the
so
like
sick.
middle, the ones that the intercontinental flights that have like the middle section.
Yeah, those are
You know
the
what I'm talking
worst.
about? Yeah.
like 4 seats.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had to fly coach recently, and I'm not trying to be a stupid bitch, but it's like I'm done. I can't do it anymore. It's not worth it. It was so, and here's the thing. I'm like, this is ridiculous. I just started flying first class like months ago. Like it has not been that long. Right? Like it's not that big a deal. What's the big difference? They're nicer to you. We're sitting
Actually,
back
a lot of times the price isn't that much different anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still really expensive, but so is coach.
Yeah. But
We're
this
like,
was
all
one
right,
of
for
those,
$200 more.
yeah, let's just do it. And they're nice to you. It really is. It's like, that's the part that's so sad to me. It's like, they're just a little nicer to you. And it's like, I will pay that. Even though I know I'm paying for it, I still like it. I still like when they're like, do you want warm nuts? Like, yes, I would love warm nuts. Thank you so much for this piece of shit snack. It's like the shittiest snack. I'm like, thank you. This is the greatest moment of my life.
Yeah,
Thank
the
you.
food is definitely worse than like McDonald's
See,
food.
you have a different first class than I have because I fly out of Tucson. So yeah, this flight had the one
Nothing,
seat
right? Yeah.
on the one side and 2 seats on
and
the
do you
other
do the
side.
one? You do the one, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, of
if
course,
it's
yeah.
the first thing I do.
Yeah, just
One of my greatest joys in life
It's like,
is
that one seat,
selecting
yeah.
my seats online. Yes, 2A.
Thank you. We travel with our dog a lot, so we
Window
can't
or
sit in the very
aisle?
front. When I'm alone, window. When I'm with him, I let him have the window because he's motion sick.
Yeah.
Wait,
So he needs to
If
look out
you like
the
look
window.
out the window and like you could see like the horizon, it like really helps with motion sickness.
So
Oh,
I'll sit
wow.
on the, but
Yeah.
sometimes we have to sit behind each other, but I make him go behind and then I'm like, maybe he'll give me a massage while I'm up there. And every once in a while, the flights are expensive. I'm like, should I put him in coach?
Bingo is always window. I'm always aisle. And then she got fat. She goes, all right, put me on the other aisle across from you.
Oh my God. I love those couples. The hold hands of the
Yeah.
aisle couple. Well, we had one of those next to us. So the flight out, we were in coach and we were like, coach is fine. Like we had our dog. He was being good. No one sat next to us. So we had the whole row. We're like, this is pretty good. This isn't that bad.
Save $3,000.
This is cool. We said $3,000. This is fucking
Where were you
great.
going?
We were going to Florida and it
Oh,
was one of
total.
those,
Yeah.
and it was one of the intercontinental ones. So the first class was like the layback ones, and you can't fly with a dog on those. So they don't have a place for your
Thank
dog.
God.
So no, it is like when Randy's being bad in first class, I mean, it is really fucked up. I'm like, I'm so sorry, guys. You spent so much money for these. My dog is
Yeah, why don't
barking.
you spend that much money on a dog sitter for while you're away?
Because we love our boy.
But
Also,
also,
everyone that we've ever hired has given us the vibes that they're going to duct tape us to a chair at some point and pistol whip us. So we just,
But
We're
you're
still-
open micers. That's what they're
That's
for.
worst idea.
You don't listen to their set.
the last
have them come
open
over.
micer we used just got in trouble for biting people.
He literally got
And,
trouble for
Sean
biting
Rouse was known for biting people, and he died a hero and a legend at 41 years old.
We finally found a dog sitter. He was popped. He got popped for biting buttholes. Another one bites the butts. No, 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 no.
Wait,
Yeah.
He literally is
There's
like
an
going to a
active
court case.
investigation out.
There's
yeah,
a court
about it.
case involving him
For
biting. He somehow
buttholes. That
he
seems
somehow
like
bit a
that
butthole.
has to take some kind of cooperation from the victim.
It's like
you
an
can't
open
just
mouth
bite
kiss.
someone's butthole.
It's an open mouth
That's the
kiss.
problem. Yeah, that is the problem.
Let's pretend these balls are a butt cheek. Okay. Now what you would have to do is you'd have to angle it. It's like a first kiss.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Are you saying, sir or madam, I don't know your pronoun, that you did not spread your cheeks? He got his.
Yeah.
Well,
That's a victim blaming comes into play there.
Yeah.
You can.
It's definitely a
I
sticky
never
situation.
listen, I never met the victims. I have met
Are you
the
sure it was
perpetrator.
the hole? Like, are you?
That's what we heard.
There apparently is
The
pictures.
We heard there's pictures of bites
Pictures.
on the butthole.
On the butthole. A
On the hole
butthole
of
is
the butt.
so like mealy anyway.
Mhm.
Like those marks could be anything. They could be
I know, and it's
wrinkles. They could be.
and the coloring is on some, not my own, but some buttholes is a little black and blue.
Mine
looking
spiraled and neener.
Ooh, hypnotized.
Yes.
Ooh. What am I gonna have to do when I'm looking in this asshole? No, I have a joke about my friend looking at my asshole and she was looking at it like she was solving a magic eye puzzle. She was like crossing her eyes a little bit.
Yeah, but the joke is not the joke. The uncomfortable part of that is that's not a joke in the premise. Your friend was actually looking at your butthole,
Yes.
and you dismiss that to get to
To
the
the magic eye.
punchline that makes everyone still
The
confused about.
punchline, but the magic eye is that's not the punchline. That's just a thrown in little thing because it was the way she was like solving my asshole. But so.
Okay, folks, she's a little shy, so give her a hand when she comes out.
Eyes on me. Good.
Think it'll scare the kids?
This will give the parents nightmares.
He just went and made a new dinosaur? Probably not a good idea. It's killing for sport.
We're going after it with everything we got.
We're safe in here, right?
Look, when I wake up in the morning, I don't want to take a bunch of vitamins. I don't want to take a handful of pills. They get stuck in your throat. You're burping up vitamin taste. It's nasty.
Oh, it's so gross. I hate
It
that.
really is. And look, I'm not trying to like look like cute for you, but my throat's like tight.
It is very.
It's like little and tight.
It's like a straw.
It's little and tight like a straw. Okay. It's pure. It's virginal in my throat. So why would I take a bunch of different things if I could just mix a scoop of powder into water once a day? Okay. AG1 by Athletic Greens is the morning jumpstart you need. I use it in the morning. It's how I break my fast. It makes me feel good. It tastes absolutely delicious. It's just one scoop. You shake, and then you have it along with your morning coffee.
Ooh, I like when I see you scooping and shaking it because it just turns me on watching you shake that bottle, shake that the things up.
He goes, shake it like a Polaroid, and then he's done. He's finished. Todd doesn't take long. He goes, shake it like a pole, and then there's just splatter all over the wall. Here's the thing. While I'm scooping this, Todd might hear me shaking it, but he's fully asleep. I take it. I'm done with all my vitamins before Todd even wakes up, okay? I've walked the dog. I've drunk the AG1. I'm killing it.
Listen, you don't want to be that person walking around and you just hear that
Clink,
all
clink,
the
clink, clink,
vitamins
clink.
rattling around.
They
You
don't know
look
if
like
it's
a
vitamins.
lunatic. You look like a psychopath.
You look crazy. It's like the little rattle of a crazy person. When you hear the little fanny pack jiggling, you hear that little jiggle, jiggle, jiggle. You go, oh no, oh God. We hope it's vitamins. We hope. But you can't hear the of a beautiful little packet, okay? I take these to-go packets on the road with me. It's crazy going on the road, okay? It's so fun. It's so amazing. It's so incredible. But there's a lot of normalcy you lose. You don't have a lot of consistency. So I always take my AG1 packets with me. My Athletic Greens always keep me feeling like myself. They're packed with over 75 vitamins and minerals for a major boost to your gut, mood, energy, and even your skin and nails. And you know Todd needs help with that. Look at him.
My nails are the best
But
nails
your
you've ever seen.
skin is like green.
My skin
Did
is
you put
good.
the Athletic Greens on it? AG1 gives you increased energy and mood support, making it easy to live your best life, Todd. Are you living your best life right now?
I do. I wake up every morning and I say, thank God for the life I live. Thank you, God. Thank you for your blessings and your Holy Spirit coming down on me. And
If you're looking for an easier way to take supplements, Athletic Greens is giving you a free 1-year supply of vitamin D and 5 free travel packs with your first purchase. And I love those travel packs. Go to athleticgreens.com/AnnieWood. That's athleticgreens.com/AnnieWood. Check it out. Look, guys, it was Valentine's Day a couple of days ago. You guys might have gotten extra feisty, gotten real into it, gone crazy. Maybe someone accidentally threw an elbow into the wall. You got a hole in the wall. What are you going to do? Cover it up with a boring paper poster? No. Do something different to cover up that hole in your wall. Displate is the cool new metal poster you're going to want in every room.
check out this display. So this is a metal poster. Can you believe that?
Guys, it looks like a regular poster. Metal. Hear that? Clink, 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 tink, tink, tink.
You could get your very own artwork printed on this one-of-a-kind metal poster. It only takes 20 seconds to install. You just get a magnet, you put a magnet on the back, you put a magnet on the wall there, and you stick it up.
Here, guys, look, this is the thing. You can get anything put on here. So why not get a picture of my face? Get a tin poster, put it on the wall, then you can wipe it off when you're done.
And it's not like paper absorbs
Don't
liquid.
be pretending it's a Got Milk ad, okay? You wipe that milk right off, okay? This is very good for that.
Because if you get a paper poster, the paper would absorb any
The
liquid.
wetness, any
and
liquids that
wetness.
you might get on it. And I am telling you, do get a picture of me. Do get a picture of me, even with the fake boobs. That
Take
would
a
be pretty
picture,
cool.
send it to us. Maybe you win a prize.
Yes,
right?
but maybe not wet. Make sure it's not wet when
Make
you
sure
send
it's
it.
dry, not
We want
wet,
a dry
not damp.
one, but if you do an AnnieWood tin poster, we would love to see it. Please tag us in it. There will be a special prize at the end.
I'll put this down here so I don't have to. So it
takes
speaks for itself.
20 seconds to install. Look, Todd is the handyman in the house, which let's just say he's more of a dandy man because boy, does it take him a while to hang stuff in my house. Boy, oh boy. Ever since we switched over to tin posters from Displate, we finally got our walls filled. They have millions of designs available. And officially licensed designs from cool things that Todd likes, like Star Wars.
Star Wars,
Or
Netflix.
Oh my God, Todd's on Netflix.
Or you get like a nice Iron Man one or Spider-Man.
I love a cool Spider-Man. And then you can Spider-Man it and you can wash it off. You can wash the web off. So again, I am starting to really see the benefit of these things because at first I was like, it's maybe like heavy to go on the wall, but it's actually not. We hung so many of these in our house.
I mean, we just have a whole wall decorated with
We have
Netflix
tons of-
shows.
We got Ozarks. We got
Ozarks. We got the Queen's Gambit.
We got Queen's Gambit. That's actually hanging on the ceiling. That one's scary. That could fall on us at any time.
We got Squid Game.
Oh, we love Squid Game. We got a Netflix. It's a Netflix, really, at this point.
Uh-huh.
But we love these. These are great. And you can just wash them off. We're dirty people, okay? We're spraying stuff all over the place. My athletic greens are getting all over everywhere. So we could just wipe it off. It's just easy. And also, guys, don't tell anyone, but we're still renting, okay? And I want my deposit back. I don't want to be tearing stuff off the walls, filling in holes. I'm busy, okay? I'll be moving into a real house someday soon.
Look at
This one. Look at this. Look, I kind of like it too because I feel like I could draw like some eyebrows on there. Have some fun with it.
I like the blank space.
I like the open space. It leaves a lot to the imagination. Click the link in our description and see some of my favorites and get your ready to hang piece of art. Save 22% if you buy 1 or 2 and get 33% off when you buy 3. Listen, guys, you're going to want to buy 3 or more anyway because these are
You want to get the whole set.
Fantastic.
You don't want to just get one. You want to get like the whole set.
You want to get the glasses case. You want to get the picture of the croaky that's holding the glasses on your neck. The discount will be automatically applied to your cart when you click the link. Use code AnnieWood when you visit Displate.com to get the discount. That's Displate.com, code AnnieWood. Or click the link in the show notes. And you too can be as fantastic as we are. What's your love language? Physical touch? Time with your partner? People get turned on in all sorts of ways. Todd likes a little finger in a hole. I'm not going to tell you which hole. It's the front one.
I don't like it to go in. I just like it just gently on the outside.
We're talking about the first hole, okay? The snake eye. Dipsy has invented an entire new love language. It's sexy stories for whatever mood you're in, and I'm always in a mood.
Ooh, that's right.
I'm always in some sort of mood. I'm never moodless.
Sometimes she's so mad, I just take her headphones. I put these big old headphones on her head and just crank up Dipsy to 100%. And she's boned up within minutes.
I'm girl boned up.
Dipsy is an app full of hundreds of short, sexy audio stories designed by women for women. So they're not
Here's the
really
thing.
for me.
They're not, well, Todd's different. He leans a little,
I just listen to him for fun. I don't listen to it
listens to them at the
sexually.
gym, It's wild. I can read an erotica and get probably more girl boned up than Todd can from watching full on 2 lesbians. I'm talking mullets. I'm talking now, but I do love it. It's bringing scenarios to life with immersive soundscapes and realistic characters. You'll discover stories about second chance romances, adventurous vacation flings, and hot and heavy hookups.
Every time we make love, she just has her headphones on. She listens to Dipsy.
I call it the Leonardo DiCaprio. I'm just Dipsying out for a second. Dipsy, Dipsum,
My favorite part is that Dipsy's has stories for straight and queer listeners. And 56% of stories are voiced and acted out by people of color.
New content is released every week, so you can always find something new to explore. And look, it is fun to explore. I like listening to it. You're being read a sex story. It's like so creative. It's so hot. They use music. It really gets you in the mood. Boys got to see. I got to hear, okay?
I like to just close my eyes and think about what's happening.
They also have soothing sleep stories. wellness sessions, and sexy stories you can read. I like to switch. Todd thinks he's listening to a sleep story, and then all of a sudden you just start hearing humping and grunting. Listen, women are a little bit, we need some more senses involved than just watchies, okay? That's why I love Dipsy. AnnieWood listeners, Dipsy is offering an extended 30-day free trial when you go to dipsystories.com/AnnieWood. Go check it out for 30 days. It's so awesome. It's actually incredible. There's so many different stories to pick from. You're going to have a ball.
It's free for 30 days.
You're going to
just
have a
go
ball,
on.
and let's just say you're going to want to hold a ball.
And
or
then
two.
once you listen to your free story, tell us what your favorite one is. Maybe we talk about it on AnnieWood. Maybe we go, okay, I like this story.
We have some favorites. That's 30 days of full access for free when you go to DIPSEA stories.com/AnnieWood. Dipsystories.com/AnnieWood.
Let's get boned up together.
When Stanhope when you mentioned me on Rogan, I was like, this is beautiful. He was like, yeah, I didn't get to meet Annie Lederman. I was like, ah.
Did he shut me off and then go in his own direction?
No, he goes, yeah, I love Annie Lederman. You know, she's going to move to Texas. I was like, when did I ever say I was moving to Texas? I was like, yeah, I'll move there when Dr. Drew moves there. Oh, wait, he lives there?
I wanted to go for his opening. I'll be in Australia. Oh, by the way, I'll be in Australia February 17th through March 4th.
Perfect.
On my site. You were
keep going.
Yeah, but now I forgot. Now I've remembered to plug the
You
dates.
forgot? He's forgot.
I was watching your podcast going, I hope that's an ashtray, but it's not.
Yeah,
Anything is an ashtray.
No, it's a shared space. Oh, yeah, I wanted to go to the opening of his club, but I'll be in Australia. But I wanted to just show up and find out what the uniform was and just start bussing tables. And, like, without his knowledge, without the audience knowledge, just start bussing tables.
I think it's going to be like a space suit or like an astronaut suit everyone's going to have to wear.
I think maybe we can reroute your luggage to get there, and we'll dress the luggage up in the uniform.
Listen, I fucking think about this stuff. But I'm like, all right, I came to LA to do 4 podcasts. You, Burr, Kreischer, and Adam Carolla. I'm like, I can't wear the same suit.
Well, they don't
know. 4 podcasts that are all going to come out. So I got an extra suit, and that's why I even checked luggage. Otherwise, I'd just have my backpack.
Listen, with a good $5 and an hour to spare, we can replace all of your suits.
If we didn't throw away your suit you left at our house last time, you would have another one.
Oh, how about when Doug left his garbage at our house and thought we wanted to keep it?
What garbage?
You left a jacket. You're like, you can have it.
Well, yeah, to give to the Salvation Army. That's what I do now,
You thought we were
Annie.
going to frame it. You thought we were going to frame it. You thought we were like, Doug, remember before Doug passed, this jacket he left in our house?
That's weird. I don't normally leave jackets, but what I have been doing lately
Oh,
is
no, are you going to kill yourself?
no, Hawaii. I went to Hawaii for a week, and I bought a bunch of shit from thrift stores for $1, like t-shirts and shorts and shit. Like I think it was 18 or 20 pound checked bag, including the bag. I left all that shit there. It's like all socks, underwear, just burner socks.
Are you going to hang yourself?
No, I just hate. I hate to carry bags. That's why I checked this.
Okay,
bag.
I can't even go to thrift stores because I get that feeling so before I even go shopping of like I've got to get rid of these things I already didn't buy. So, but I will go, like if I go to like a Marshall's or anything, if I go shopping and I get a bunch of stuff, I'll stand in line for like maybe 5 minutes and then I will completely leave everything. I can't do it.
I love that. Bingo and I would do that. We'd go to Target and would just be hoarding because where we live, you go, oh, now I see why people go to Family Dollars.
Yeah.
At Walmart. Yeah, like they're just bored. You're buying stuff because there's nothing to do here. There's no movie theater. There's no bowling alley. There's nothing but a Family Dollar and a fucking Ross Dress for less. And we'd go through Target and just fill up a cart with, we don't, and at some point we'd stop and go, we don't need any of this. We just got all the joy of putting it in the cart and we just fuck off and leave.
That's why I like getting when I go back to see my nieces, I call it Auntie Claus, and I take them to the store and I give them like a certain price and they can buy whatever they want. And it's like, I get the joy of watching them buy the stuff. They don't live with me. The shit doesn't stay in my house. And like the parents, it's like, what are they going to say no to Auntie Claus? And
They
I get
call you
all the
Auntie
joy.
Claus.
The opposite of the claws. What was I going to say?
Leaving shit at just buying shit.
Okay, we get things. This is one of our things. I always buy things. I'm obsessed with things. This is another thing. Actually, you'll love this. You put cigarettes in it, and then the cigarette comes out, and you take his like Santa cigarette tick.
Dr. Drew was talking about that on your show about like now he's against buying things and let's do things. And I used to be the opposite. When Joe Rogan we were hanging out and he was first starting to get really rich, the Fear Factor days.
Yeah.
It was the first time I saw GPS where the car talked to him and told him to take a right. And I'm like, holy shit. This is like 2004.
Yeah.
And 3 even. And I was like, that's when I didn't have a lot of money, but I
Todd
was going to
10.
Costa
He didn't
Rica.
have that much money either. You just had $3 allowance. You're going to Costa Rica?
Yeah, I was doing shit. I remember talking to him about that. Like, I'd rather do shit than
have
own
things.
shit.
Do you still feel that way?
No, I'm the opposite now. Now I'm
because you can decorate your place.
I'm an agoraphobe that doesn't have a house to live in because it burned down.
Yeah, we love like the Instagram targeted ads. Like we see the targeted ads, we're like,
It's so
we gotta
exciting.
get this, whatever this thing is.
We just never had money, so it's like that's why we like. Todd did gain weight, but you can't see as much. But when we started making money, it was like, oh my god, we can like order whatever food. It's like I never like had the option of like just having everything on a menu or like I can just buy this stupid thing. Like I'm like, what? I have a cigarette dick Santa.
Here's a $2 bill for you.
Thank you so much, mate.
And then he's like Nick Metropolis, where he got that jacket.
I made $700,000 in Boston last weekend, and
who even makes that? But it's fun to be able to buy things. But we just found the ultimate thing. No, you know I love Vegas. You love Vegas. We all love Vegas. I'm walking down the street today. I'm on the phone with Bonnie McFarlane. We're talking about like how weird it is that we're like really are able to get everything we want. It's like weird that we just are like manifesting everything. And I start screaming. I have to FaceTime you right away. They're just selling used slot machines on a street next to my house. What? I could just own a slot machine. It's like ding, 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 ding.
They're like quarter slot machines. You put quarters
I just
in.
have my own. That's the most
Did you
ultimate
buy
thing.
one?
I'm going to buy one.
wait, they're where?
They're
like
very
across
close.
the street
Yes.
from our
All right.
house.
Sorry, I was immediately thinking Vegas when we
No,
were
but
in
I'm
Vegas.
just saying,
but yeah,
just saying, yes. So I'm
how
now
much?
They said 1,000, but I'm sure if I come with cash,
I
they'll
do
just take
have
it.
one. I already have.
But it's yes. See, here's the thing.
Mine doesn't work, but it lights up, and that's all that
It needs
matters.
to work. It's got to work.
Yeah,
There's got to be someone that repairs them. That's got to be someone that's their specific job.
we
they
don't want it.
probably-
It's a nickel slot machine, and I do have one friend, Kenny, that would actually play it all the time, and he'd come when you were out of town. Like there's a bar in the area where we live that does have some illegal slot machines in the back, and he'll go there and play them. I don't know if they're still there, but he used to. He's like a gambling addict, scratch ticket guy.
Yeah.
He comes over. I'm a big football fan, but he'll never look up at the TV because he's got those convoluted scratch tickets that, like, how do you even know if you won? You're like having to do math on this, and the whole time he's watching football in his Bengals jersey. Never looks at the TV.
I didn't care about football until Todd started betting money, and then I was like, "This is fun. What is this?"
Anyway, go back to
But I'm just like
cut you off
excited.
with-
Now I can own a slot machine. I mean, you already have one, but
I know.
That's okay.
But then you start looking for stuff that you want to want.
yes,
Like I want an old school phone booth, like with the
Yes.
door that opens.
Yes.
I do have this stand-up one outside my house. I have like 3 parking
Dicks.
meters.
Okay. Okay.
What's that game show?
Okay.
Yeah, I got and it's called but I have the old like open phone
Purple
booth
nipple,
thing,
yeah.
like it's just a
Oh yeah, okay.
phone
Yeah, so that's
stand
cool.
thing.
Yeah,
but
but the
I-
actual ooh.
yeah, I want to have one of those inside, and I want to get I want to get an old cigarette machine with the pull knob.
Yes.
I
Those
looked
were
this
such
shit
a
up.
joy. What a joy were those cigarette machines. That diner. Did you go to the diner with my parents, Michael's? Did you go with us?
Yeah.
That's where we used to get our cigarettes from the cigarette machine, and we were like 13. So we'd have to like distract and then go over and you put like, I don't know how
All
much
the
that cost.
quarters
Yes. Oh
in.
my God.
Wow.
It was just
I
the
guess
joy of
you're
pulling
younger.
that thing.
Maybe they had
Newports.
dollar.
I don't think they
things by
did.
Yeah.
I don't
It
think
was
so.
great when cigarettes started to ramp up in price heavily, but bars would just change the price on the machine, but not put the dollar acceptor in.
Yes, like,
So can I
here
get
for 45 minutes?
$7.25 in quarters, please? Cha-ching, cha-ching. I
Working
remember when
for it.
we went to Bingo and I were first together. So it was probably 2006. We went to Vegas and I had the Sparklets water jug of all our change, like almost
I love
full.
it. It's so
Like
awesome.
almost needed like two of you
Oh, I
to
love
lift it in.
yes.
I go, we're gonna take all this to Vegas and we're gonna put it into one of those change machines that sorts your change out. And they like everyone by then there was no more ding 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 ding
Yeah.
ding ding. It was all dollars and a slip. And I'm like, look at this thing I keep carrying in.
I can't believe I missed the times of like having the bucket filling with coins.
Yeah.
I'm like so sad
Your
about that.
fingers would get filthy.
Oh, it's perfect. It's
'Cause
disgusting. You're like, there's just smut on your face.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, I used to enjoy in college. I really liked Coinstar. I like to go. You're just like, oh shit, I do have $20. I didn't know I had that. Just clean out your.
Well,
Yeah.
you hear of like someone that's like, dude, someone filled up their thing with quarters and they went to Coinstar and made like 20 grand. And you're like, what? Holy shit.
I was
Did
like,
you just
that was
fill it
20
up?
bucks. I'm like, that's fucking awesome.
And you bring in, you get like, $30.
Oh, it's fucking great. But that's what I like about slots in Vegas. It's like I just have fun with the wins. Like I'll scream when I make $30. I'll scream when I make $3. I'll scream like any win. We're screaming. We're just Andy. The last time we were in Vegas, it was when you were there, but I think you had already left. Or
I only saw you that
I know we
remember
actually
once.
didn't hang appropriately.
Well, you here's the problem. Well, first of all, you go, oh, I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna make you go out, and we're gonna go have fun. I'm gonna make you
You
do that.
don't
I go, she has no idea what I'm like on the road. I'm a shut in, but because of the house fire,
You were there earlier
they got
anyway.
me
Yeah.
in. I was there for Christmas. I was there on like the 20th
Yeah.
of December through
Yeah.
the second or third after New Year's. So by then, I was a Mr.
Yes.
Burns shut in. For the first 10 or 11 days, I had the entire penthouse suite floor to myself. I never saw anyone. It was like The Shining. It's fucking, like, this is so weird. I don't hear voices. I have a smoking room, so I never
Yeah.
have to leave for any reason. And
Have you seen the kid from The Shining now? What he looks like?
nah, might
Let's
have.
just say he's not red rumming any pussy anymore.
I think that might have been clickbait at the bottom of.
Oh, you're just like, he's actually not that bad, but I just wanted to shoehorn that joke in.
well,
But no,
if he was Rogan, you wouldn't shoe that in. You'd say, cut that out.
no, if it was Rogan, I would shoehorn it and he would completely ignore it. Or he would go, wah, wah.
Yeah, I was thinking that today. If I ever wanted to talk shit about my wife or my friends or my manager, I would do it on my podcast because that way I know no one's ever going to hear it, nor will it get back to them.
Well, I think that sometimes that I'm in a huge scandal. I literally thought that, and then I'm like, oh my God, there's a whole Reddit dedicated to one line I said once. They're watching these. But the thing is too, because people will clip out things you say, and then they'll just use that clip. So nobody even has to watch your full podcast. That's the saddest thing.
And then they make songs of what you said. And
Yeah, there's
It's all-
songs. There's like people selling like bootleg merch. Or like, oh my God, what the hell's going on? There's a whole like economy built around like one line I said anonymously about someone. But
I battle with myself because I'm so not in touch with this community at all.
yeah,
Uh,
but it's good. That's okay.
it's got pluses and minuses, and
Yeah.
that would be like if there was a bunch of people talking shit about me or selling merch of mine, which there isn't, but I would be completely oblivious and just like what was that movie?
What's it about? Is it are
Brian
there three
Hennigan,
pillars?
Chauncey Gardner. The movie Chauncey Gardner with the
Being there. Being there.
Thank you.
I kind of remember
I always
being
know
there.
what Hennigan will know.
Hennigan's like alert sounds like a zipper. He was like, huh? It sounded like he zippered up his pants. Hennigan, are you just jerking off over there? Oh, I'm so happy for you.
He ate my sandwich.
Here's the thing.
He ate my half a sandwich you were
Now,
giving me
you
shit
have-
about.
I have a huge regret in our friendship, and I do blame Todd for it.
We've met?
This is being there, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you when you slept at our house, when I drove you in the Tesla, and I couldn't find a charger.
Why don't you just say when we slept together?
When we slept together, Todd watched, was jerking off in the corner. Hennigan was there.
I thought you were talking about Todd Glass.
He would have been
I
watching.
think he was there too, masturbating. All right.
Now, okay, Todd got us breakfast from McDonald's. You said put in the freezer. I'm going to eat it later. Okay, I was like, this is craziness. This is insane.
I said that?
You were a little drunk, I think.
Well, yeah. After
So you
that drive,
So-
was I drinking on that drive? I must have been. All right.
Yes, of course. Now,
Did you let me smoke in the
Of
Tesla?
course, you can always
Yeah.
smoke in the Tesla. You can be yourself anywhere I am. You're welcome. It's your house, whatever you want. Now, okay, so you left it, and I wanted to mail you I wanted to just put it in a thing and send it to you in Bisbee, and you just have this like defrosted, decayed.
No, you send it in ice. You know, like when you order
I was gonna send it-
Omaha steaks or something on dry ice.
I was gonna send it rotten.
No, you send it like
Melted,
high
dried.
dollar. You send it like
It was
high
the
dollar
McGriddle,
with a
right?
rose in it.
It was a McGriddle. That's something. Would you have eaten it?
No, a McGriddle, no. I would have picked the insides out maybe. There was sausage in the middle, but yeah, I would not eat them.
But I had plans for that, and Todd did throw it out. I had plans.
We
I was
used
like-
to have a Super Bowl. I was about to crunch ice, and I go, "Don't do that on
It's
a microphone. It's fucking
yeah, it's my hell.
disgusting." No, it's the listener.
No, I know, but I'm just saying. There's always like a piece of ice I'm about to bite, or like I do it on stage. I'm like, why am I crunching ice?
That's why I always have straws. But you know how I always have
Yeah.
straws? I didn't have straws.
Actually, didn't know
had
you
my
always had straws.
in my bag, in my other jacket. I'm fucking
So funny to always have straws.
because I
It's
don't
like
chew
instead
ice.
of having like a clown having their thing.
No,
it's just
because I have a cocktail on stage and I don't.
Yeah.
First of all, I have big, stupid, goofy teeth, and the ice is
They're
gonna
not big.
clack against them.
they're goofy.
Yeah, but they stick out. So ice is gonna, and I'm gonna chew ice on stage because when the ice starts to melt,
Of course, that's fun. It's like your instinct is to
no,
chew.
because I have misophonia. Like mouth sounds make me crazy,
Oh, no.
including my own, and it's
You have
sickening.
the thing.
Yeah, I have the thing.
Yeah, people
I'm
get
gonna be
real mad.
fine in the morning. I just came in the mood that I'm in, and I'm
That is
displaying this.
horseshit. You're never fine in the morning.
Yeah, I am.
You're fine in the morning?
Yeah,
That's when
sometimes
you
I
can't-
wake up with hope. But that's what I don't do morning shows. You only see me at night.
Not
I
selling
only
hope
saw you
over here.
once in Vegas, and you guys were downstairs with Andy.
Winning.
I beat the shit out of him. I won like 3 or 4 grand on
Oh, we
roulette
won so much.
every night.
He won.
I kept
won
going
so-
down.
I won so much money in Vegas. It's like it's so fun when you can just get in that like positive win. It's crazy. Andy and I was winning slots. Andy, there was one morning I couldn't sleep because I was winning so much money the night before. Maybe
That's what happened to me.
Yeah, I was like, I was winning so much money. It could have been the ketamine too. But I was like, oh my God, I won so much money. And then Andy texted me in the morning. It was when you were going to do your meet and greet that you didn't show up for. Which is so-
I did show up at like 1:00. I said, "F the early games. It's New Year's Day. Anyone worth their salt is not going to be up at 10 a.m. for the
Yeah.
early games. I'll go down at 1. And I met like 3 people that were awake. The place is dead on New
Yeah.
Year's Day morning. All is quiet on New Year's Day. Yeah. And I
Well-
did a couple rounds and I'm like, fuck, I'll go back to bed.
Okay, so when you were originally going to be there in the morning, Andy was, okay? Andy calls me and goes, where are you? And I go, oh my God, Andy, you're like downstairs doing stuff? He's like, yeah. I go, Oh my God. I just like put my hair. I'm like, I'll be right down. Just
He
put my hair in a
didn't sleep
ponytail.
either, for
Oh, that's
sure.
right.
No, he
I
slept on the-
forget you were in the same hotel as me.
I was.
and
I was in
only
the weirdest room.
randomly met you once.
Yeah. No, I followed you there. I stayed in your hotel.
No, yeah, we played roulette for a little bit.
Yeah,
And then-
you played roulette together.
And then Annie just went on her slot machine
I can't. Taz
journey.
was like, just stay with me for a little bit. I'm like, okay. But the slots, like
No.
when I walk into a
You
casino,
don't stay with fucking people in Vegas.
when I walk into a casino, I'm alive, like ding 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 ding, ding, like whatever, like all the science that they've done to like trigger people's brains, like I lean into it. I know what they're doing to me, and I'm like, take me with you. I want to go here. I'm like, it's like everything I want. So we go to the slots. Andy and I are laughing. It's like 8 in the morning. I'm so happy he's awake. We're like arm in arm, and like we're going to the tandem seat slot machines. We were like crying laughing. I was winning so much money. We couldn't stop laughing. And we were just bonus. I was giving him hundreds. I was like, Andy, thanks for being my friend. Like, here you go. Thanks for sitting with me.
Wait, and you're playing that? Are you playing that wild thing?
Playing.
She was doing the
going
Karate
around.
Kid
No,
too.
we're doing the
one time.
Karate Kid.
All right, the one you were talking about
Yes.
was the. I've never
Little
seen that
Shop of
movie.
Horrors.
Yeah, I've never seen it.
We gotta watch it. It's like, but here I've been like,
But it's good editing because you had to go ding and it showed a picture of the slot machine when she
Isn't
said
it a good editor? It's so cute.
Very good, yes.
But we can't. I mean, I don't even care if I'm boring my audience by bringing this up every time. It's my whole joy. We were playing bingo. First time I've ever played bingo. I started crying. I was like, "There's a new thing I
Live
like."
bingo?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I was
Yeah,
like, "There's a
at that
new thing I
casino, they
like."
had like a bingo
You
room.
have no idea how much it hurts to lose your whole paycheck at bingo because we used to go when I lived there as a telemarketer right before I started stand up. We would go to bingo at the Gold Coast because it was a $2 minimum for an hour, but all the free drinks you could drink
Yes.
in an hour. So, okay. And then in between, I'd go do nickel video poker for the hour
Oh.
between games.
That
And
is
then
a life I want to live.
8-9 hours later, and you're broke from nickel poker and $2 bingo.
You just have to
But
find
I
the
was
things.
drunk.
You have to find the things that are gonna take a while,
Yeah.
so that if you do lose your money, it's over a long.
Well, that's why your
stretch.
friend likes those scratch offs that take a while because it's like at least you're paying for like
Yeah, it's
your brain.
It's tantric. You're edging.
Yeah, it's edging scratchers.
Dude, Sting really loves scratchers.
Wow, you are 11 years older than him.
I know. He knows some things.
Oh yeah.
Did you know what I meant?
Well, Sting
When I brought up
doing
Sting?
tantric sex was
Did you know
that was
about
a
that?
news story in the 90s.
He did
I go,
tantric
Todd
sex.
I
was
remember
born-
doing a bit, a joke. Is it considered tantric sex if you're just too drunk to come? But that was because of the Sting story about tantric sex.
We're just f***ing for 17 hours. I was like, ew, who wants that? That's
Yeah.
horrible.
What are we at? 37 minutes?
56.
Oh my
shit.
God.
Yes, good.
Cruising.
Yeah, because when the last time I watched your show, which I'm a big fan of, by the way,
Thank you.
I went, how long before I would have to leave to piss?
You could go pee.
Because that was always like
Go pee.
every time I've done Rogan, it's like
No, I'm getting a UTI on Rogan. I'm like literally like it's starting to itch inside me. Like I can't. The pee has been in here so long. I'll sit on my heel to kind of like shove my heel up my pussy to hold the pee in a little bit. I'm losing my mind. You know, if you go, it's like you don't know what's gonna happen if you leave the room. Are we gonna end the podcast? Are you gonna be mad at me? I don't know what's gonna go on. Are we gonna stop talking about bears? I don't know. I don't know what we're gonna do, Rogie. But it's like you can't believe I'm like missing an airplane. I'm like, Rogan, I'm about to miss a flight. Like, what are we? This is crazy.
you'll be fine. You'll be fine.
And he's right. Yeah, but he is right. Oh, it's like just walk through life with the confidence of Joe Rogan's money. That's the truth. But you know, it was so weird. Okay, when I got COVID, Rogan sent me like a nurse. I was in Philly. He like sent me a nurse. And I couldn't get the antibodies. And I was like, with Joe Rogan's money, they were like, yeah, we're all out in the area. I'm like, even with Joe Rogan's money? Like I started to get the arrogance of a Joe. Like I was like,
I did that with my bag today. I go, I'm a goddamn 2 million miler, and you send My bag to
You're
Salt
like,
Lake
I
City.
did Joe Rogan September of 2021.
Oh no, but I am, because my house has not been fixed. I will start shitting on State Farm. I'm not sure it's exactly their fault, but f- you, Jake from State Farm. All you
piece
tell
of shit.
people is, oh yeah, this you get a good price. Yeah, but what benefits, Jake? What's your benefits? You're hanging around sucking Aaron Rodgers' cock and letting Patrick Mahomes coolie school you. What about, why am I always take off, every year I take off Thanksgiving to Super Bowl.
Yep.
My house caught on fire right before Thanksgiving, and Sunday is Super Bowl.
So your whole time off.
Yeah, but I checked in. You don't understand. They keep putting me up places. So on January 5th, 6 weeks after the house caught on fire, I go, hey, I'm coming. I was coming back from Vegas. I go, I need another place for you to put me up. Put me up at the Tucson airport. And I go to the Tucson airport. I go, I'm supposed to have a reservation. They go, okay. Oh, thank you for being Diamond, Mr. Stanhope. And I see you're checking in for 100 nights. And I go, evidently, that's how you find out from State Farm how long without a phone call.
Have you been dealing with Jake directly?
No.
That's bullshit too. I promised
Wait,
Jake.
so that's like how long they're saying it
At
takes
least
to fix?
till April 15th.
What
I
the
am at the
hell?
hotel.
Here's-
so I
okay,
go
wait.
from the I go on the road to hotels and come back to a hotel, and then I go on vacation
What's
to
the
a hotel.
over-under on is Doug gonna get back into his house before Rogan's club opens? Now that is the
Nah,
thing.
absolutely.
That-
Rogan will win that.
Are you sure?
Absolutely.
There's been some
Yeah.
pushes.
Yeah. They're small.
I don't think they have tables yet.
Who needs tables? I used to do standing room gigs.
You're like,
Suck it
how
up,
did my
kid.
table burn to the ground? Now,
And that's the thing; it didn't burn to the ground. Like if
It
you
just burned,
drove
yeah.
past it, just from the ceiling up. So they have to take off the roof, which I have a metal roof. So they take the metal roof off, and then they have to replace all the whatever those beams things. I can't wait to do Adam Carolla because
And
he
fucking
knows how to
trust
do construction things.
Yeah, I was about to say my dad could have done that in a weekend.
But
for
we had
you.
just had solar put on the motherfucker. So now they have to get in touch with the solar people to get the solar taken off the roof so they can take the roof
this
off.
sounds like
and then
Elon Musk needs to handle this shit. All right,
Yeah.
he's too
Oh my
busy
God.
tweeting
Is
away.
it one day in my life? Like I look at Newser. I don't watch the news, but Newser is like the worst news site. They're
Never heard of it.
yeah, it says read less, know more. It's like clickbaity
Yeah.
kind of, but it's like the quick update on the
Yeah.
balloon or something. You don't have to get
Yeah.
mired in
Look
some
at-
Washington
Look at this
Post.
balloon. Look at the kid from what
It's
the kid
3
looks like now from The
paragraphs.
Shining. Yes.
If there's Columbine happens and a puppy is saved from a toilet, they're both the same
From a
size
shooting.
story.
From a school
So-
shooting, though, I will tell
Yeah.
you the puppy was hiding in the toilet
Yeah.
from the bullets.
Yeah, 9/11 and who got dissed at the Grammys are the same size stories.
I like to think that it was like an obedience school for animals, and there was a shooting. Randy would be the school shooter. My dog has a really small penis, so I do think if he was a human, he would be a.
He just hasn't been with the right man.
It comes out. It does come out. There's a squid man he likes. It comes out and gets stuck.
We just
I know
saw
to jerk him off to get it back in. It's real.
We just saw a dog that looked exactly like Randy, but it was like way smaller than Randy with a huge dick.
Like
we
it
were
is like a
oh, so I
deformed
have
tiny
a-
dick.
I have a very much shorter doppelganger out there.
It's so sad. Like, but Randy's legs are longer, so Randy could like handle that dong. Like
Hang on,
this dog.
hang on. Brian said that was an hour.
Someone just went into the bathroom. Somebody just went into the bathroom. When we start talking about dogs' dicks, that's when you
No,
gotta
it's
go.
just gonna walk right out. But I realized I didn't have the dexterity to hold my drink and get around this.
You're gonna go
whole-
pee or end the show?
No, I thought it would be funny if I said, "Oh, we're at an hour,"
and then you just walk out. And
yeah,
then,
like
then we're
Marlon
just,
Brando. He would work an 11-hour day, and then at the 11th hour, in the middle of his take, he would finish that take and then walk.
So you're Marlon Brando in this situation.
Mitch Hedberg, when we did the San Francisco comedy
I'll give
competition,
you your Mitch Hedberg.
Mitch Hedberg, you have 7 minutes in the opening round. You have 7 minutes, and if you go over, you lose points.
Right.
But at some point during that week, he was mathematically eliminated, but he's still doing the shows. But when he got the 7-minute light, he just in the middle of a bit. Man, sometimes people say, Mitch, don't you hate not having it? And then they just leave.
That's
It's
so
like
funny.
in the middle of the sentence, just walk.
I miss those sort of competitions. Caroline's was the one I did. The March Madness, where you have to do like, they had brackets and stuff. You'd go do like 1 minute of material, and then they're like, all right, now you're going to go up against people with 5 minutes. Now the winners of that round are going to go up with 7 minutes.
Oh, I didn't know. I remember, I don't know if Sirius satellite radio is still a thing.
I
like-
think it is.
With one of the comedy channels used to do that, but just playing bits. And
Yeah.
the callers would call in for March
Oh my
Madness.
God.
Okay, now it's Jim Brewer versus Dane Cook, and then
Yeah.
we'd bracket it down. But you didn't actually do it.
No,
to
no,
do
we
that
did
live.
it. We were like,
Was it all in a night?
it was throughout the week.
That's
It
a
was
cool
actually
idea.
really fun, but it was like club owners that were, which actually is not bad, but it was fun. Yeah, you had to wait out in like a line to do the 1 minute. That was like the initial thing. So you would wait in line.
Like Fight Club, you have to stay on the porch for 3
Yes,
nights
yep.
before.
And you did your 1 minute, and 1 minute is like ridiculous. Doing 1 minute is like, but it's so fun to do 1 minute.
Yeah,
It was
that'd be
great,
tough.
but it was fun.
I have
You
a
just do,
tough
like-
time cutting it down to 10.
No,
When
but
I
even
did Skankfest, which God damn it, I so regret
I know it's
missing
so fun. I
Skankfest
know.
in Vegas. Like I did Houston.
I know I
and-
missed that one because I had stabby stalkers.
Oh,
That was
yeah.
stabby stalker week.
Yeah, we got to talk about that off the air. I if you got me f***ing started, I'd keep going, but I'm not.
No, you can go.
I got to go and
Find your bag.
find my goddamn bag.
What if he made up that he had this missing bag because he only wanted to do 1 hour of content?
You do about an hour and 6 on average. On
Ooh, it's
your-
such a delight. Thank you for watching.
I'm a fan.
I'm a fan back. I was a fan before
I
you
don't
knew
even
of
like
me.
your feet. I've seen them. They're not that good.
Bought these.
Oh,
She
yeah.
thought I wanted to do some
Whippets.
Yeah, come on. Can I tell you about my whippet
have
history
to,
with you?
have
Did I
to
tell you
be
about
out
this?
of whipped cream to do whippets. Hey,
No, you don't.
Oh, yes, yeah. If you do them,
You waste it. No,
well,
let
I
me
get
show
a piss. I get a piss
Go
and
pee.
smoke.
you. Go pee. I'll tell the story
you-
while you're in there.
Are you, wait,
I was gonna say, go bananas.
Are we
Did I
gonna
tell
do?
you
Are we
this?
gonna do?
Close it out.
Wait, don't we have to do advertisers? Is there
We'll
gonna
just
be
do 'em when you
the
leave.
sausage things are great. The
Oh,
sausage
yeah,
army.
sausage.
Oh, Sausage Party Presents?
Maybe it already happened in this podcast. I don't know. Maybe because they don't.
That's my friend Abby and I did those like 7 years ago. We just would get together and we would just make these hot dog videos. And then we never made $1 from them. It was nothing. We got flown to England to be on a TV show where it was called Virtually Famous. And they had 3 panels of like British comedians or 2 panels with 3 comedians on each side. And a host from Glee, which we just saw a documentary about Glee. Didn't work out for those guys. This one survived. Kitty.
Spoiler
Um,
alert.
Yikes. Anyway, so they would have like, I was sitting there. I didn't talk, and then they would play 3 viral videos, and then the panels had to discuss which video I made. And so they kept picking that I was like the mother of this kid or whatever. And then I was like, I made the fucking sausage party, you pieces of shit. But it was so fun. And so we got this, like, we made nothing except this trip out of it. And then Seth Rogen made Sausage Party. We were like, we just had this thing, we're having so much fun with you, fucking asshole. It already exists. But
Yes,
anyway.
someone tweeted me the last couple of days. Why didn't you go with this podcast idea in the first place? Last call with Doug Stanhope. Like, because it's obvious. And last call with Carson Daly. Do you want to be associated with that?
Done it twice. 2 appearances. Thank you.
Really?
Yes, I do. Carson, if you're still doing it, which who knows, it could still be on. That was one of those shows that could literally still be on right now. Go
All right,
take a piss. Doug's got to take a shit. So we want to thank you so much for being here, Doug.
I'm gonna be here after. I listened to a Kreischer podcast too, and it was like this very long one. And at the end, like, yeah, we should wrap this up. It's been 2.5 hours, and my wife and I. And then it was just like an abrupt close, where I know how that feels. Where you go, you have fun with your friend. I do Fitzsimmons, and then then it's all right. Goodbye. So let's just close like. Yeah, let's go to Tim Dillon's and get Yeah,
we're gonna go crazy at Tim Dillon's.
Don't leave the listener hanging thinking I'm gonna sheepishly walk out with a handle of plastic jug vodka, no ice, a styrofoam cup. That's all I could get.
I thought it was
I
glass.
had my own goddamn real cup in my check bag.
Which
I
is
travel
crazier.
like an alcoholic.
Crazier to have a
should
real
travel.
cup.
So yeah, let's go to Tim Dillon's and we'll find
We're
this.
gonna go party.
This guy who's gonna.
Bleep. We're gonna
Tim
bleep all
Dillon's
this.
1987 Ford Tempo. Ooh, I think you're cute. I'll get the guy that gets the guy.
And all of that will be bleeped. So, guys, if you're mouth readers, good luck to you. Thank you,
Well,
Doug.
you can't use swear words?
No, we're not
All
going
right,
to talk
bye.
about it. Okay, goodbye.
Well, this is AnnieWood, we ain't gotta pretend, cause this is all real spiel from beginning to end. This is AnnieWood, we ain't gotta pretend, cause this is all real spiel from beginning to end. Raised as a twin, I'm a slug with bananas, got vogues and rolls, yeah, I pose for the cameras. Rolling on my scooter and you know I'm looking fresh. Eating my banana, drinking liquid death. This is AnnieWood, we manifested a check. Just opened up a door and Esther was on my steps. This is AnnieWood, we manifested a check. Just opened up a door and Esther was on my steps.